What's up, guys? Your boy, 20K13. Going to give you guys a wrestling news weekend wrap up for November 27, 2015. Cesaro injured, may miss 4 to 6 months. According to several sources, including former WWE announcer Jim Ross, Cesaro has suffered a shoulder injury that may see him miss a significant amount of time. The injury is reportedly a torn rotator cuff, which could require surgery, in which case he will likely miss 4 to 6 months of action. The timing couldn't be worse for Cesaro, who seemed to be on the verge of breaking through to the main event for the third time in the last several years. The Swiss Superman had put together a string of outstanding performances as of late and followed those up with a strong showing in the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament. Ironically, his latest single run came about due to the neck injury of his tag team partner Tyson Kidd. Add Cesaro to the list of talent who WWE will have to get by without, a number that seems to be growing almost daily. Seth Rollins and Randy Orton are both expected to miss WrestleMania 32 while they recover from surgery. The aforementioned Kid is still on the shelf from the broken neck he sustained in a match with Samoa Joe, and John Cena is in the midst of a personal hiatus from the company while he filmed the reality show American Grit. In addition to that, no one knows when or if Daniel Bryan will ever return to the ring, and you're looking at a company with a frightening amount of talent unavailable at a time when the ratings have WWE in need of as many stars as they can get. With what WWE hope will be their biggest show ever approaching on the horizon, these injuries couldn't come at a worse time. Cesaro may not currently be part of the main event scene, but he's one of the most popular members of the roster who can always be counted on to put on a consistently excellent performance between the ropes. Two big names appearing on the Stone Cold podcast. In case you missed it, last Monday, WWE ran an advertised during Survivor Series that revealed new content for the WWE Network. In those advertisements, Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels were announced for future episodes of the Stone Cold podcast. Here is a list of the new content coming to the WWE Network in December. Edge and Christian show that totally reek of awesomeness. Right along, this show will follow WWE Superstars on the road. New episode of Breaking Ground. Original Survivor Series plan for Cesaro revealed. In regard to Cesaro suffering a shoulder injury, the WWE Superstar was injured on last Monday's episode of Raw during his match against Roman Reigns. While Cesaro did work against The Miz the following night after SmackDown taping, the match was very short. Originally, WWE had planned for Cesaro to be in the pre-show 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. However, he pulled because of the injury sustained on Monday and replaced with Titus O'Neil. As of this writing, it is still unknown if he will have to undergo surgery. Backstage news on Sheamus cashing in at Survivor Series. As seen at Sunday's Survivor Series event, Sheamus cashed in his Money in the Bank contract directly after Roman Reigns defeated Dean Ambrose in the finals of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament. According to Dave Meltzer, WWE was going back and forth on the decision for Sheamus to cash in, and the okay was given just a couple hours before the event. The Dudley Boys lobbying for TLC match against New Day and the Usos. During an interview with Talk Sports Gorilla Nation podcast, the Dudley Boys talk about possibly doing another TLC match. Devon said that he already had two opponents in mind for the match if WWE decides to do another one. And I quote, "Asking us right now, we go for New Day and the Usos. You have to have such chemistry with the other guys you in there with where you know what they're thinking. They know what we're thinking. We all know what the match is backward and forward. I don't want to screw up the legacy. If you did the nostalgia match, that's a big deal. Doing it with other teams would be really cool. Just as long as we can top what we did and even better help make another team. That would really be the important thing. Having the Dudleys in the match is cool. But if another team like the New Day or the Usos could come out of that match and be higher on the card and elevate themselves, then that'd be a job well done. If it were up to Devon, they would do the match at WrestleMania 32 in Texas. WrestleMania is almost 6 months away, so we got time. We'll see what happens. We knew that coming back this was going to be our last hurrah. And of course, knowing that we have to go out with a bang, we are going to go out and have as much fun as we possibly can and put as many people as we possibly can through a table. We're going to take over from where we left off 10 years ago. Nuclear heat on Lana right now in WWE. Lana has nuclear heat within WWE right now, according to Dave Meltzer. Speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Meltzer co-host Brian Alvarez added that he'd be surprised if we ever see her again, though Meltzer believes she will be back at some point, as she is training at the WWE Performance Center right now. The reason for all the heat is down to Lana's social media. Firstly, she upset Vince McMahon when she posted photos of her engagement ring from Rusev on Instagram a couple of months ago. That basically killed McMahon's storyline in which he was meant to be feuding with Rusev. Then, this past week, she posted a series of personal shots at Paige on Twitter. She accused Paige of being a bully, which resulted in several other divas and Paige firing back. Whether there was any truth in Lana's accusation or not, it was a bad move to post backstage incident on Twitter. It is a huge fall from grace for Lana, as she had been due for what was described as a stable side push earlier this year. Roman Reigns likely losing to Sheamus at WWE TLC. The TLC stipulation for the WWE title match at TLC 2015 is likely an indication that Roman Reigns is losing to Sheamus. Dave Meltzer has suggested on Wrestling Observer Radio. It is thought that WWE are doing the Daniel Bryan narrative, in which the babyface continually loses in order to build more sympathy. Last Monday, Raw broadcast confirmed that Reigns and Sheamus would be having their title rematch in a TLC stipulation, but it was also clear that Reigns and Triple H are on a collision course. There is the possibility that Hunter calls Reigns during the TLC match to then set up a match at WrestleMania. Hunter has lost two major opponents in quick succession, first The Rock, then Seth Rollins. It now looks like Reigns could be the big match for the game. However, Meltzer still sees Reigns being in the championship match at WrestleMania, be it as a challenger or champion. Reigns losing at TLC can be done in a way that won't hurt the babyface. All the weapon gimmick can explain away the loss, and interference will also be likely. Going into Mania season with a heel as champion is the traditional way to generate successful WrestleMania business. Possible matches for next month's TLC event. Coming out of Monday's episode of Raw, WWE has already started the build for next month's TLC event. The company announced that Sheamus will defend his WWE World Heavyweight Championship title against Roman Reigns in a table, ladder, and chairs match. Brian Alvarez mentioned a couple matches that will most likely take place at the event. Intercontinental Championship, Kevin Owens vs. Dean Ambrose, possibly a ladder match or chairs match. WWE Divas Championship, Charlotte vs. Paige, possibly a table match. WWE Tag Team Championship, New Day vs. Usos vs. Lucha Dragons. TLC will take place on December 13, 2015 at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Solomon Crowe no longer with WWE. NXT superstar Solomon Crowe is no longer with the company, according to PW Insider. Solomon's profile was removed from the WWE roster page recently, which led to speculation that he could be done with the company. Mick Foley said he's close to becoming a former WWE fan, asked WWE to give reason to watch. Mick Foley posted the following entry on Facebook saying he is losing interest in WWE programming and hoped WWE turns it around. Foley has been critical of WWE recently, including him writing about the NXT crowd being a distraction and his disappointment in a Divas match on Raw. Getting close, and I quote, I'm going to quote an article from July 2014 called The Sad Case of Zack Ryder, in which I wrote, eventually people get tired of finding out that the WWE superstars they have supported with their cheers, their signs, their posters, their follow, and their likes aren't real superstars. And little by little, those fans lose interest in WWE, find other interests, and become former WWE fans. I am one of those people on the verge of becoming a former WWE fan. I'm tired of being told through Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-view that WWE superstars I have rooted for, from Ziggler to Cesaro to Kevin Owens, aren't top stars, no matter how strongly crowd reactions seem to disagree. I'm tired of NXT stars getting their big break in WWE just to be treated like jokes. 6 months ago, my son and I traveled 12 hours from Eastern Tennessee to Orlando, Florida to watch Sasha Banks vs. Becky Lynch at NXT TakeOver, one of the greatest women's matches of all time. Last night, in what I believe was their first singles match on Raw, Sasha and Becky were given 4 minutes at a time when WWE desperately needs to make new stars. When they need to give wrestlers with talent the opportunity to break through, they gave Sasha and Becky 4 minutes. I turned the channel and watched a pretty good football game instead. I think I can get used to watching football games on Monday night again. I will be watching Raw this Monday. Maybe, as is often the case in relationships, they will give me just enough to remind me why I love wrestling. Just enough to keep me coming back. Maybe they will even give Sasha and Becky a rematch in a legitimately chance to show the world what they can do. There is an old saying in politics, as Ohio goes, so goes the nation. Think of me as the Ohio of wrestling fans. If I leave, it's not just one disgruntled former fan finding something else to do on Monday night. Instead, losing a long-time diehard fan like me might well be an indication of a larger exodus from WWE. I guess we'll see what tells the rating tale. I want to say I really do. So please, WWE, next week on WWE Raw, just give me a reason. Let me know what you think. Oh yeah, Shock Tuesday is 1 week away. This week's final WWE Raw rating considered a disaster, rating lowest since Attitude Era. The final WWE Raw rating for this week's Survivor Series Fallout show was a 2.15, down from last week's 2.28. This number, according to F4WOnline.com, Dave Meltzer is the lowest rating since before the start of the Attitude Era, and it was called a disaster for WWE. As noted earlier, this week's show drew a new non-holiday low of 2.954 million viewers, which was a drop from last week, and 200,000 viewers less than the previous low total nearly 19 years ago. Meltzer noted this week's Monday Night Football game between the NFL New England Patriots and Buffalo Bills gained about 2 million more viewers than other totals this season, possibly giving a reason for WWE's drop. This is the first time since 1997 that WWE Raw failed to average more than 3 million viewers. Major backstage heat on Lana right now. It was reported on Wrestling Observer Radio that there is nuclear heat surrounding Lana right now because of several incidents. The first one comes from her social media feud with Paige, which was not a planned storyline, even though there were several reports to the contrary. For those who missed the initial report, Lana accused Paige of bullying her while they were both in NXT. Lana is also believed to be the individual behind leaking the news of her real-life engagement to Rusev, which ultimately ruined the plan for the storyline featuring Lana, Rusev, Dolph Ziggler, and Summer Rae. Earlier this year, Lana was slated for a major push within the company, but this could prove to be a huge fall from grace for her, with Bryan Alvarez added that he'd be surprised if we ever see her again. ZZ injured at the WWE Performance Center. Former WWE Tough Enough contestant ZZ was injured at the WWE Performance Center during a training session. According to reports, ZZ is expected to be out of action for up to 6 weeks. The incident happened because of miscommunication, but there's no word on how he actually got injured. Sami Zayn returning to action next month. Sami Zayn is being advertised to appear at the upcoming WWE NXT UK tour in December. It was reported a few weeks back that Zayn had returned to the WWE Performance Center. The former NXT champion has been sidelined with a shoulder injury since June. WWE Hell in a Cell is most successful B-Show pay-per-view of 2015. WWE Hell in a Cell was the most successful B-Show pay-per-view of 2015, with an impressive 87,000 buys. Most of the sales were international, with 74% buys from abroad and 26% domestic. WWE Network viewership was likely just under the million subscribers, which means that Hell in a Cell would have had overall impressive viewing figures. The Undertaker vs. Brock Lesnar main event clearly had huge appeal. The pay-per-view numbers are encouraging for WWE, a welcome source of extra revenue. Buys were up from the 77,000 who bought Night of Champions and up from the 80,000 who bought Battleground, which was the second most successful B pay-per-view of the year. As for top-level pay-per-view shows like SummerSlam and Royal Rumble, they still pulling in over 100,000 buys, while WrestleMania clocked an impressive 259,000. You do have to wonder if WWE did give up on the pay-per-view format too soon, with UFC and boxing both doing impressive pay-per-view numbers in 2015, and WWE own pay-per-view numbers being remarkably strong despite the $9.99 streaming option. The success of Hell in a Cell is demonstrative of the fact that WWE Raw ratings aren't too damaging to the ultimate sale. With a potential of over 1 million people watching the special between pay-per-view and digital, this is potentially the most watched October special in company history. Sting not appearing at WrestleMania 32. PW Insider report that there has been no talk lately of having Sting compete at next year's WrestleMania 32 event. Additionally, there has been no talk of Sting facing The Undertaker either. As noted, WWE plans to have John Cena wrestle either The Undertaker or Roman Reigns at the event. Sting was last seen on WWE television in a match with Seth Rollins at Night of Champions, which saw him injure his neck. The Dudley Boys explain why WWE needs The Rock at WrestleMania. During an appearance on TalkSport Gorilla Nation podcast, the Dudley Boys explain why WWE must have The Rock at next year's WrestleMania 32 event. Bubba feels that the company needs to have big star power at the event, and I quote, "If you're going to try and put 100,000 people into the AT&T Stadium and have the biggest WrestleMania of all time, to me that's an all-hands-on-deck show. Rocky, Steve Austin, whoever you can possibly get to be there, to out 100,000 people in there. You have Rocky on the show, and that means more people want to buy the show, more people want to come and see the show. bigger payoff for everybody. Devon explained that anyone that WWE put against The Rock will be entertaining. At the end of the day, it is business. Having guys like that with their superstar name power work for the show and is best for business. I say great. Rocky versus anybody is going to be entertaining. Rocky and Hunter, yes, we've seen it before, but those guys will definitely put on a match that tear the house down. Brad Maddox released from his WWE contract. Brad Maddox was officially released from his WWE deal on Wednesday afternoon following a 5-year spell with the company. Maddox originally signed with the organization back in 2010 following a successful stint with Ohio Valley Wrestling. He spent his first 2 years with WWE working in the Florida Championship Wrestling developmental territory. Maddox was brought up to the main roster in 2012 as a heel referee, though he did appear on television as a referee prior to Hell in a Cell that year. It was at that particular pay-per-view where he became a recognized character in WWE. During the main event match between WWE champion CM Punk and Ryback, Maddox low-blow Ryback and used a fast 3 count to help Punk retain his title. Maddox wrote on the main roster then varied from someone who went into business for himself at Hell in a Cell to try to earn a wrestling contract, to an ally of Paul Heyman to an eventual run as the Raw Young Manager. Maddox was fired as Raw GM in May 2014 and hasn't appeared in any steady role on television since. Lately, Maddox has mostly worked dark matches for WWE, even wrestling Tuesday night prior to the SmackDown television taping in Indianapolis. His most recent notable role was portraying the Turkey that The Undertaker gave a tombstone powerdriver to last week on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. WWE official statement on Maddox release reads, and I quote, WWE has come to terms on the release of WWE superstar Brad Maddox as of Wednesday, November 25, 2015. WWE wishes Maddox the best in all of his future endeavors. Backstage update on a recent WWE NXT signee that having potential to be a big star in WWE. As noted, WWE officially announced the signing of CMLL star Manuel Alfonso Andre Oro-Pizarro, aka La Sombra. He's now training at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando. According to F4WOnline.com, several sources feel WWE has picked up a great talent in Sombra as he is very professional and likely will not rub people the wrong way backstage in WWE. Sombra could be the big Latin star WWE is hoping to create as he speaks English very well and could be a great crossover talent for US fans. As of now, it's unknown whether or not Sombra will be wearing a mask in WWE, but Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Radio that he might have much more potential and charisma without the mask. The previous feeling was that the mask made Sombra look too much like a generic luchador, and it was something he had to work hard to get past. Well, that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.